No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Mustangs will kick it away to start. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring. Coming out on first down with the play fake. That's caught. It's Whitaker.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one, so there's a lot.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Might be changing the route. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Smith dropping to pass. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. He was loose and setting sail, and they... stop him at the 6-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll run it on first and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, SMU!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And he tacked on the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Take over, and they'll send out the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
They're going to run it. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quickly complete. Discards him with the stiff arm. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, we don't get a ton of top 5 matchups, so let's check out how today's Rumble played out. North Carolina went on the road and just dominated, and that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit, and did the Tar Heels ever do that? Always interesting to see top 5 teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get into the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Throws for the tight end. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Texas! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I could be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Smith wants to throw. Rifles it down the middle. He's got it along the sideline. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking downfield on first down. A little screen to the running back. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Mustangs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback may change this route. They'll run play action. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Well, I like the idea by the quarterback on that throw. He's just trying to spit it out to the perimeter quickly and give his guy a chance to advance it, but the accuracy was terrible on that one. That was a circus-type catch for 0 gain.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people stay a nickel most of the time because of all the speed in college football and the running quarterback. And you see why it pays dividends. More speed on the field when the QB does take off to go get him on the ground and force a 4th down.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And he uses that stiff arm like a discard, and they get it to the 18-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field, I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
Got the back over the middle. And they pick up the 1st down in what might be the last play here in the 1st quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Nowhere close on that one, as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the catch. It's Washington. Breaks into the open. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
Really nice decision by the quarterback at 3rd and long, and nothing was open deep down the field, so he's able to check it down and get it to a pretty athletic guy who shows you what they can do with the ball after the catch. He finds a few blocks, he uses his speed, and that turns into be a huge gain for the offense.
To the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The Longhorns didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Wants to go up top. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to get it in. They put it in the hands of their playmaking receiver, but he will be stopped short. It's 4th down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown Longhorns! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down near the goal line. Everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page, coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Smith dropping to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Pass to 45. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the 1st down.
He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. The give to the tailback. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Mustangs back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Smith wants to throw. Using the quick game.
It's been a nice drive by this offense so far, and now this quarterback is faced with a critical third down in the red zone, trailing by a couple of possessions. If they're able to capitalize here, get this first down, score a touchdown on this drive, this game takes on a completely different feel. So this just feels like a massive moment in this game.
They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Going right to work up top. Fires to the big fella. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Give to the running back. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Might as well give it to him again. Fighting off the defender. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Longhorns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here comes the hurry up. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. From the gun, the ground game. They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Washington. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. The Longhorns in the hurry up. Wants to go up top on first down. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. So they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Longhorns have pushed it inside the 20. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that he's out of bounds.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. Working that left side now. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And that lead grows even bigger. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Looking for room. It's Cooper.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got it, looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
To throw, it's Rich. Quick completion on the out route. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Mustangs want to pick up the tempo. They try to pop a run on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down.
That's a frustrating start for this offense. At halftime, you know you're down. You got to come out. You got to create some energy, some momentum, get this side of the ball cooking, and you go 3 and out, and you punt the football. But now you're going to rely on your defense. You got to get the ball back, string some stops together while we're trying to figure out the offensive side of the football.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. To running room. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Texas! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. Boise State is putting on an offensive clinic, and about the only thing we haven't seen is the Statue of Liberty play. They're up 14 over Nevada. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Rich. He's got him in the flat. Turning it on! All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, there are certain guys that I want to make sure I hone in on, and I do not give them the football in space. And this running back is one of those guys. Really good job by the defense, keeping their eyes on their keys. And
it's picked off, and another empty drive. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Longhorns! The defense takes matters into its own hands. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
5 wide receiver formation on 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Rich. Got a man, it's Everett. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. And the Mustangs want to move quickly.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. Gonna look downfield again. Bringing the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Close to the marker, it's Brown. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Mustangs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback making checks. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And the strong safety is the one that's actually able to get the sack on this play. They lowered him in the box, probably anticipating run to the strong side of the field. But when the strong safety saw the ball in the quarterback's hand, he just said, I'm going to go do this myself.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up 3rd and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Brown. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
A 1st down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mustangs! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Smith dropping to pass. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Play of this drive will come from their own 23. Off the play fake on 1st down. Extending the play. Going to try to get it himself. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. Now on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Makes it past the marker. At midfield, he's got room. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Texas! And the punishment has been extended.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
SMU 21.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Might be calling a hot route. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Smith wants to throw. Got the quick pass. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Sets up the screen. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Keeps it on the bootleg. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Handoff to the single back. There he goes. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the 1st down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Wants to fire on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Making side adjustments here. From the gun. Give on the inside. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mustangs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's headed to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal.
I'll tell you, you've got to give this defense credit. That was only his second catch of the game. He came into this as one of the best receivers in all of college football, but this defense had a plan. They have shut him down. They have limited him, and that's why they're winning right now.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Touchdown, SMU! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. Smith dropping to pass. He's got it, so they convert the two and keep just a flicker of hope alive, down 2 possessions. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he's not going to take the touchback. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back. And boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. And the Mustangs moving quickly to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a hit. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
And now on second down for this offense. Off the play fake. Got a man in the middle. And they explode. Soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Oh, he's got some space. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Mustangs. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The deficit is huge, this one is all, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
Perfect execution on the onside kick. And how about the kicker? He makes sure that ball skips a couple times before popping up into the air and allowing his players to go get underneath it.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy at slot position.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Now the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. It's good. That'll close the gap to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. Boise State looks like a legit contender right now. That offense is just having its way. They're up by 35 over Nevada. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got the quick completion. Breaks into the open.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
To give as they work on that clock. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Just feeds the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short and stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Got his man down the middle. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. So they're closing in on a solid top 25 win for the resume, in addition to holding off any thoughts of an upset.
Well, they were very anxious and eager, too, to make a statement to the entire country just how dominant they were. They have so much confidence in themselves, but they wanted to prove it to everybody else. They wanted to prove it to their opponent here today. They dominated in all 3 phases.
And now they put the college football world on notice. That was a nice win. You get these top 25 wins, they're big for your resume, big for your confidence, and everybody else starts to look at you a little bit more seriously.
Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory, as we have victory formation coming. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. What a treat to be here in what is called the prettiest little stadium in America, home to the Georgia Southern Eagles in Statesboro. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Georgia State Panthers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Georgia Southern Eagles. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll give it to the back. Turning it on. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Georgia State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Coming out with it, it's Linderbaum. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia State offense returns to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Here's the handoff. Spins away from the defender. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so.
There he goes. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. The Panthers with the 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Webb. Now improvising. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Escapes the pressure going right. He's going to run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You can clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Orlando. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the 1st down marker.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Guys, let's look at the big picture for Georgia Southern. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era. But certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the college football playoff and a bye.
I love it. It's a great show-me week. A lot of adrenaline, a lot of emotion.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. Catch in the middle, it's Hendricks. Gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the move, it's Riddick. Got the 1st down and more. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just chews up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Linderbaum. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the 1st. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Riddick. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Complete out of the backfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the 1st period as we take a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Linderbaum. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Eagles. They'll try to add another to their lead. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Now the toss. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going sometimes early in this game they've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting Hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
Dropping back, it's Webb. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Panthers can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a little more chain links to move the sticks. The Panthers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the open. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. This Georgia State offense ready to go with another first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. And the Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Handoff from the gun. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
That's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
He'll do it himself. Spins away from the defense. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on 2nd and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Georgia State. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line, gets it right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. The Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Henderson. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Rush is on him. Trying to get rid of it.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. This one's complete. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. That's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Riddick. Oh, he's got some space. Got enough space. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here. And the Eagles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Eagles. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he's going to bring this one out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Skips away from pressure. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Webb. That's reeled in, it's Brown. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. They get to him as he throws. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. The Panthers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Gonna take a shot. He's got it at the 25. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Riddick. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them.
Turning it on! He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They go to the ground. He breaks the tackle. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They'll immediately call timeout. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to start things here in the second half. Georgia State about to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Linderbaum. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Georgia Southern in a hurry. He might want another play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grab near the sticks. It's Linderbaum. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Pulls it in. It's Riddick. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Caught behind the line. It's Riddick. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. That last completion sets them up on second down. The give to the back. Got enough for the first. There he goes. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, got the long touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. James Madison needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Harrisonburg behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Southern Miss. Sun Belt, Fun Belt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
He does a good job of driving back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Looking to pass. It's Webb. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes. And then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on.
Touchdown, Panthers! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
The extra point here would tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The offense changing the play. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. The sure hands, it's Riddick. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right now.
Breaks into the open. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. The Eagles, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. On target. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
He's got him this time. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. To the air on first down. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Eagles. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it first and 10 from the 41. Wants to throw. It's Webb. Under fire. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Georgia State. And they take it in for 6 more points. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he splits the uprights, and we are tied in the fourth.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action. It sets up the RPO.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Makes the grab right down the middle. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Riddick. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Georgia Southern in a hurry. Out of the gun, the inside give. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33. Now on 3rd down after that run. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires it down the seam. Finds a man in the middle. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a 4th-quarter lead. But they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an touchdown, Eagles! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snap. It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. He'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. It's Riddick. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on 1st down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead's extended a little further. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. At the 45 on his way. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Well, they've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started. They come away with a positive play to get this thing going. Let's see what they can do now.
Under fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The Panthers headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw, it's Webb. Fires to the tight end. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. So now it's 2nd and long. And it just seems like there's a little more oomph in a hit like that in a rivalry game, David.
Man, yeah. And
quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gets rid of it. Works the middle of the field. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Motion from the wide receiver. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Back to pass, it's Webb. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia State.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Louisiana Tech is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Ruston for some time. They're up by 24 over New Mexico State. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire. Who steps up and make...
Turning it on! 10! Touchdown, Georgia Southern! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Webb. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. Flying down the right side. The 10. Touchdown, Panthers. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. Just over a minute to play. They're lining up for an onside kick to try to pull off this rally. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the Brain Trust will go to work. Running into the open space. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Unloads quickly. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Georgia Southern in a hurry. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in, because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just